And we are live. Good evening, everyone. We are back in the Firefly Cellar. As we remember last time we left off with our heroes, we had Cade and Tiberius are still charmed by the singing curse. So they're still singing while swinging at their companions. We left off with Tiberius knocking Varnir unconscious. Cade is chasing down Cthulhu. Wes is invisible. And Jod had just broken his curse. Let's go ahead and return to the top of the order as we have Wes, who's invisible, towards the bottom of the room. How would you like to proceed, sir?
I'm on the landing page right now.
Oh.
Yes, so am I.
Apologies.
Go ahead. Together.
Sorry. Oh my god. Now our heroes have returned to the Firefly Cellar.
Let's see.
There's Jod.
Let's see. So we got Cade right here. Right?
Yeah, that's Cade just to the north of you.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and move 3, 4. Can I move right here or no? Is that technically on like a bookshelf?
No.
Difficult terrain.
Yeah, you'd be kind of in a bookshelf at that point.
How tall are the bookshelves? Like 10 feet, right?
Let me check. I do not remember, actually. Alright, let's see. F2 the stacks. The musty smell of old books hangs in the air, blah, blah, blah. Alright. The bookcases, which look to be extremely heavy, are roughly 10 feet tall. 2 of them have attached rolling ladders.
Can I? So this from right here is 20 feet of movement. Can I jump onto the ladder while invisible? Basically, I want to try to grapple Cade, try to stop him from hurting Homegirl any further. Is there a way? Can I jump onto the ladder, kind of swing, and kind of try to pin him down?
Go ahead and roll me a dex check.
Just normally?
I like what you're throwing down. So let's try it with a dex check. Yeah, just normally. Actually, you know what? Do it at advantage since you're invisible.
Okay. Do you want me to do a saving throw or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
That's
All right. So a nat 20. You are able to dance around Cthulhu, jump up onto the ladder, and you are positioned above Cade.
And I would like to try to subdue Cade. Since he's facing Cthulhu, I guess I'll just go ahead and pounce on him.
All right.
Try to pin him down.
All right. Let's check.
Off the top rope. Jeff Hardy style.
Gosh darn it. Of course grappling doesn't come. I'll call on the other DM. How does grappling work in 5? I can't remember.
I think. Hang on.
Hold on, I've
Strength
got a
against strength or
Yeah,
athletics?
I think it's
first?
a
strength check versus strength
basically
check.
athletics. Yeah.
Okay. So
Or you could argue a dex check against the person being grappled if they're more dexterous.
Okay. So I will say that because Wes is he's invisible and he's positioned above Cade, I would say go ahead and roll a strength check with advantage, Wes. And then Cade, just roll either let's see for
Damn.
just
Damn.
roll either strength or dex normally.
Never hoped for a nat one
Like
before.
a saving throw?
Yeah, a saving throw.
Wait, let's try it again. Oh, that's right.
There shouldn't be as many problems with Roll20 this week, by the way. You guys should
That's
not be seeing nearly as much lag. All right, with a 17, Cade, you kind of shrug Wes off as he jumps down on you. Wes, you tumble to the ground.
So since I'm invisible and he's not really aware, wouldn't he? I guess since I'm rolling at advantage, wouldn't he roll at disadvantage?
So I also have an alert, so I can never be surprised.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
For this
That's a good
one, would that have broken your invisibility, Wes?
Let's see. I think I need to use something that requires the same components. Let's take a look. Spell ends for a target that attacks. I guess you could.
I would call a
that an
grapple
attack?
with this one. I would say that ends your invisibility.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and put you right here because Cade kind of shrugged you off. So I would say you jump past him. So you're in the next square right behind Cade. And that's your action.
Oh yeah, we're doing old school.
Yeah, I would say that's your action and max movement. It's gone at this point.
Okay.
So the only thing that you have left at your disposal would be a bonus action.
See. I really have anything that. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and end my turn right there.
All right. We'll go ahead.
I will call out to Cade though.
We'll go ahead and skip Varnir as we move down to Cthulhu, who is going to disengage and let's see. Run for her life. All right, and we will go ahead and move down to Cade. Cade Lightfoot, it is your turn. Go ahead. As your intended target, Cthulhu, had disengaged and ran away, you now start to turn towards Wes, who had just tried to grapple you. Go ahead and roll me a normal weapon attack. Just like with your whip, you do 5 damage.
Was that to me?
That is to Wes. Do you have any reaction or anything?
Can I do it with like the look of sadness on my face?
Yes, as you
okay.
as you describe your face as you keep continuing to sing the rhyme.
So it's just really sad, like because I feel like I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I have no control over it. So
you do. You are fully aware that you should not be attacking your friend as you look saddened and a tear drops down your eye.
Yeah, like I almost imagine it's kind of like I'm smiling because I'm being controlled and I'm humming the rhyme, but then like my eyes show remorse for what I'm doing.
And with that, you feel yourself as you continuously try to fight against the curse. You feel it might be a little bit easier this time to try and resist. Go ahead and roll me a charisma save.
Charisma save.
With a 10, you do not break.
Oh,
All right, we go ahead
Sorry,
and move
buddy.
down to Jad. Jad, who is standing behind Varnir.
Yes, you said Varnir just went unconscious from Tiberius.
Correct. Varnir is unconscious.
How I don't remember how large of a person is Varnir.
Varnir's an elf, so not that large. Pretty slight.
Okay, as a larger stature individual, would you say I'd be able to just swoop her up and throw her over my shoulder?
Go ahead and roll me a strength check. With a 20, you would.
Okay. I'm going to grab Varnir, throw her over my shoulder, and as an action, do something I can do once a day. And that is cast invisibility.
Touch becomes invisible. So are you casting it on yourself or Varnir?
Myself.
Okay, so you are invisible, Varnir is not. So they
Am I
just see Varnir floating.
But I'm carrying Varnir, am I not?
It would, but true. Yeah, we'll go ahead and so Varnir, we'll go ahead and call you guys invisible. And you can move because of the burden that you have with Varnir over your shoulder, because Varnir's an elf. We'll go ahead and say you have 2/3 movement speed at this point.
Okay. That's fine. So while invisible, I'm going to move 4 spaces, and then with a cunning action, bonus action, dash for an additional 4 spaces, and start making my way to the stairs going down.
All right. Varnir is with you. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that ends my turn.
All right. We will go ahead and move to Tiberius, who is standing there sort of dumbfounded. Everybody around them had disappeared. We're going to go ahead and move Tiberius will start shuffling in the direction of Wes and Cade. Tiberius, you feel, after continued struggling to try and break this, that the curse might be a smidge easier to break this time. Go ahead and roll me a charisma check. You're muted, by the way.
Bear with me.
Right.
My character sheet just disappeared. Bear with me.
Okay.
Why did this go away?
Did you double click on it? It
I
turns
might
into like
have.
a super faded button if you double click it.
It's there it goes.
Yeah,
I
and
just
double
got
click it again, it'll pop right up.
Why does it keep doing that? Come on, bad boy. It's all small. What am I rolling?
Charisma check.
Oh boy.
Charisma save throw. With a 0 charisma save, you do not break the curse.
And that ends my turn.
All right. Take this down. We are introducing a new house mechanic for the Banshee's Wail for those DMs that would like to institute it in their games, which is after 3 rounds of trying to break something like the spell that you guys are under, I'm going to go ahead and ticket 1 lower each time with continued attempts to try and break it. I'm going to ticket 1 down each time. Make life a smidge easier.
So I basically still need to wait 15 turns before I'll be able to do anything. Great.
Potentially. All right. We will go ahead and move back towards the top of the order. Wes, you're still at 1 knee. I would say if you're trying to move or anything like that, it would be at half speed. But you're on 1 knee, and Cade just hit you. What would you like to do?
I will get up for sure. And I'm going to. Where did Cade whip me? By the way.
Just from.
I'm asking Cade. Cade, where'd you hit me?
I don't know, on your arm, like
I'm
shoulder.
gonna look at my arm, look at you, look at my arm, look at you, look at my arm, and then look back at you, and
You got a magic missile?
No, that was gonna be kind of mean. Can I make that my one for the night?
Yeah, sure. We'll give you that one.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it with Mind Sliver instead.
That's only 9 damage, right? I'll take 4 instead, though.
All right, go ahead and roll me an intelligence save.
Ooh, I'm a wizard too, so.
With a 9, it hits.
Never said a good one.
And I think that's negative, or that's whatever 1d4 applies to the saving throw if I hit him with Mind Sliver again. Yeah. Do you want me to roll that now or later?
Wait, hold on. Wait, what was that?
He deducts it when he saves. So
Okay.
he rolls
Later.
it when he saves.
Okay.
We don't have potions, do we? That will be my turn.
All right. We move on to Varnir, who's unconscious and over Jad's shoulder. So we'll go ahead and move down to Cthulhu, who continues making her way off of the floor. Runs down the stairs and out of the library. Right? We'll go ahead and move to Cade. Cade, go ahead and roll me a weapon attack against Wes.
I don't want to. I guess I have to.
Just cry.
Don't even think about
cry
it.
through it. Just cry through it.
I'm sorry.
Hit me again, dum-dum, see what happens. Oh, damn it. Damn it.
You shouldn't have taunted me. You shouldn't have taunted me.
He needed an 18 and my shield would have just saved my ass.
With a 19, he deals 7 damage to Wes. Go ahead and roll me a charisma saving throw. Cade. With an 18, you save. You are no longer charmed. You now look down.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry.
Tears streaming down your face. You apologize endlessly. As we move
I'm
to...
sorry.
Just wipe your face and get it together. There's mucus coming out of your nostrils.
As we move over to Jad.
Jad is going to go down the stairs.
Okay. Let me zoom out and move you. Yep. Move you over here really quick. Don't see anything.
Anything.
You were back down on the bottom floor with Varnir.
Okay. So, how many squares would you say it took me to move down the stairs?
We'll say that was couple of floors. We'll call that your full movement speed. If you don't dash.
I was going to say, then I'm going to cunning action, the bonus action dash, to move further away. Over here with Varnir.
Okay.
And I'm going to set her down against the wall and try and patch her wounds.
Go ahead and roll me a medicine check.
Make sure she doesn't die.
With a 22, you stabilize. Varnir is stabilized.
Perfect.
All right.
That'll end Jad's turn. I'm just trying to keep people alive at this point.
Appreciate that. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to Tiberius, who will move 1, 2, as you lumber, singing the rhyme. go ahead and take a weapon swing at Wes.
What?
I was gonna die.
All right,
Roll low.
hold on.
Roll low.
It's just gang
Time
up
to
on
keep
Wes.
teaching you this lesson, old man.
Yeah, I keep losing my character sheet. How did that go?
I already beat him up. Roll low.
Okay.
He's a squishy wizard.
Roll like you rolled the charisma saves. Hey.
Ow.
It bounces off to the side. Go ahead and roll me a charisma save. With a 6, you are still
Jesus
cursed.
Christ. Jesus.
I'll go back on mute.
So you can cuss out the DM on mute.
He's the one that's like, you know what? Dump charisma all the way.
Let's go ahead and return to the top of the order with Wes, who is still knelt down, taking a knee.
Oh, I said I stood up.
Oh, you stood up. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's really just Elliot who's charmed, right? Or one other person's charmed, right?
Tiberius is the only party member that's charmed. It's him versus
Charmed.
all of you.
Unless we restrain him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to restrain him. Actually,
All right, go ahead and roll me an athletics check. And Tiberius, I will say it's your choice whether you would like to roll an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Let me see. I am going to do a
I fumbled.
athletics check. And I just know that this is going to be horrible, but let's
This is nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here we
That's
go.
his one nat 20.
This is one good roll.
With a nat
You
20.
gotta be kidding me.
Gross.
The nat 20 he's been
The law of
needing
average.
for 2 days. He wrestles you off of him and wrestles you down. He has grappled you. You have returned back to one knee in your game of mercy. You have locked hands with him, trying to stop him, and he has driven you down to one knee.
Kate, help! You
As
can make it
just
right.
starts singing into your ear.
Serenading me.
You are down on a knee. You have used your action. The only thing that you have left is half of your movement and a bonus action.
I guess I'll just kind of move around him so Kate can.
Well, you're down on a knee.
All
He
right.
said I had half my movement, so I'm just going to kind of shift his.
He does one of those things where he walks on his knees like a breakdancer to the back of Tiberius.
Yeah, sliding on my knees.
Like a duck walk?
A little bit.
No, it's one of those things where breakdancers spin. They're like on their knees, but they start spinning. We'll have to share a meme.
That'll end my turn.
All right, good to go. We'll go ahead and move over to Varnir, who's stabilized. Tula, who is out of the battle and has ran up to the top floor. All right. We'll go ahead and move on down to Cade, who is no longer singing the rhyme.
Is Varnir that's still attacking?
Sorry, say again?
Who's still attacking or who's still singing the rhyme?
Tiberius. Tiberius, you
all
see
right.
as he has a crazed look in his eye that's full of terror and he can't stop singing.
The healer that has no charisma.
I'm going to attempt to levitate him.
He's vertically up to 20 feet and remains suspended there for the duration. The spell can levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds. An unwilling creature that succeeds on it. All right. Go ahead and roll a Constitution save, Tiberius.
Oh my god.
With a nat 20, he succeeds. You do not levitate Tiberius.
He's hanging on to Wes, not going anywhere.
Yeah, well, okay.
Can't take both of them.
I feel like
Burn that
I'm
slot.
the fungus from Mario Brothers. You're just everywhere. Can't escape it.
That's where I know you from. You were that guy in Last of Us.
All right.
Affecting people.
Well, let me see here. I think I have one thing I can do.
Oh, don't worry. I'll roll a nat 20 and negate it. So go ahead and try.
Just not on that
All right.
charisma save to end the spell.
And then it'll go to my turn on a charisma check, and I will roll a -5.
2 questions here for you.
Mm-hmm.
How tall are the bookcases, and how much room is above the bookcase?
10 feet. And I would say, with it being castle, you're about 20 feet up to the next level. So you've got about 30 feet of play between floors.
Awesome. I'm going to use my rabbit hop.
All right.
And jump up on top of the bookcase. And then get like right here. Yeah, right there.
All right.
That's it for me.
Cool. You were poised on the bookcase about 10 feet above Tiberius, about 4 feet above his head.
Bunny man.
We'll go ahead and move on down to Jad, who is on the bottom floor, had just stabilized Varnir. You have your full movement speed again.
Well, with Varnir there, just going to drag her over to this room.
Okay.
Using, I assume since it'll probably take half movement, using my cunning action dash to get there.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and say using your dash and your normal move and your movement, you're there.
Okay. So with that, I'm gonna action dash.
All right.
Begin moving down the hall, seeing if I can find a little girl. Is there a door at the end of this hallway?
There is. It is closed.
I'm going to walk up to the door and knock on it.
You hear the sound of a buzzer going off from the other side of the door.
Gilby, it is me, Jad. It's safe out here right now. I'll be coming in the room, and I'll end my turn there.
All that you hear in response is sobbing, and the door it's not opening.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and move. That was Jad's turn. We'll go ahead and move to Tiberius. Tiberius, go ahead and make a weapon attack against Wes.
I'll be right back.
With an 18,
Shield.
the shield deflects your 1 damage. Saving that for that 1 damage attack roll against him.
Just in case.
The shield, you see your whip bounce off of or not your whip, but your attack, your quarterstaff bounce off of a blue, like transparent force field around Wes.
Damage, man.
Go ahead and roll a charisma saving throw. With a 7,
that's right.
You do not end the curse. we will go ahead and begin the attack order again with Wes.
Would it be a free action to try to free myself?
You're no longer grappled. He was just...
Oh, I'm no longer grappled.
Yeah, you're not grappled. He took a swing at you.
That hurt, buddy. Mine's left.
All right. Go ahead and roll an intelligence save. And Jake, go ahead and roll me a d4. So Elliot, roll an intelligence save. And we'll subtract 2 from it. With a 9, you do not save.
And let me see the shield until
Taking 4
the start of my next turn. So is it still going? Did it end as I begin my turn this round, or will it end next round?
What's that?
My shield.
Your shield it was only up for that reaction. Okay. So your shield, it's 1 reaction, so it's only for that 1 attack. It's no longer
okay.
up.
That's what I thought.
Doesn't it last until the end of your next turn?
Oh wait, let me check.
Yeah,
until the start of your next turn.
So start of your next turn.
Let's see. Since you started your turn right after Tiberius attacked you, it no longer is in effect. Because this would be your subsequent next turn after that reaction. Yeah. It just so happened that it lined up that way.
Let's see. On my turn, let's see. Oh no, I can't do this. Let me go ahead and let me take a look at the sorcery table real quick. Let's go ahead and use 3 sorcery points to restore a level 2 spell slot.
All right.
And that'll end my turn. I'll just hang out where I'm at right now.
All right. So we move down to Varnir, who's knocked out. Cthulhu is out of the fight. So we move on to Cade Lightfoot, who is poised on the bookshelf just above Tiberius.
So I don't want to attack Tiberius. I still kind of want to help him. I'm going to try a spell here real quick. Nope, that's not any good. All right, I'm just going to drop another level 3 spell slot and try to levitate him for a second time.
All right. Go ahead and roll an intelligence save, right?
Constitution.
Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw. With a 12, you do not succeed. You are levitating 20 feet in the air. Which way would you like him to levitate?
Just straight up.
Straight up.
I'm going to send him straight up and just hold him there until he comes to his senses.
All right. Tiberius is now 20 feet in the air. Does that end your turn?
Yep, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to hold him there and try to... I'll be talking to him like, all right, come on, man. You can fight this. You can fight this. Get it out of your head.
We've gone from investigating what's going on to just control the mushroom.
Pretty much.
Basically.
What mushrooms will do to you.
All right. Kate, does that end your turn?
Yeah, that ends my turn.
All right. We move on to Jad.
Jad calmly says through the door, Galeby, please let me in the room. I'm here to help. Is everything okay? Is anyone hurt?
All you hear is sobbing and an alarm sound from the other end of the door. It is not budging. They're not allowing you in the room. They're terrified.
Okay. I'm not getting anywhere through there. I'm going to walk through here. There's a door to the north of me. Have not checked yet since we've been down here. just to see what's in there. Can I open that door?
That door is locked. Actually, you know what? Here, it is not. Let's go ahead and change over to the lighting. Oh.
And I quickly just glance around the room.
This sparse bedroom is tidy, apart from a clay bowl containing the remnants of a particularly vinegary meal on a large trunk.
I take the plates off of the trunk and put them onto the floor and open the trunk.
You open the trunk, and all that you see is a set of avowed robes and a heavy wool coat. You also look around the room. There's a bed, a small table with a rickety chair, and a mirror hanging above a wash basin. A round woven green rug with gray fringe covers the floor. That's it. There's
Okay.
for the chest. So you've seen what's in the room, and yeah.
Yeah. Then after that, finding nothing in the trunk, I step back out into the hallway, which ends my turn.
All right. We go ahead and move on to Tiberius. All right. Let me take a look and see Tiberius's character sheet.
He's just carrying darts, start throwing.
Let's see. All right. You look down at Wes. Check this again. Let me see the range. All right.
Choose your weapon.
Go ahead. This is going to get really, really interesting. Tiberius, go ahead and roll infestation towards Wes.
I knew it. Oh, you guys are. It's game over.
Excuse me.
Why is it not rolling?
Did you click on infestation on the word infestation?
Hold on. I need to go back to. Should be right here. Oh yes, perfect.
All right, Wes, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw. With a 21, nice. You save.
Save.
All right, Tiberius, go ahead and roll your charisma save for me.
Hey!
Hey! Right. He ends the curse. All right.
But the problem is that I did a spell before that I was forced to do. So do I get to cast a spell now, or am I done?
It's at the end of your turn.
That was it. That's the end of your turn. It. You were completely all right. We're done. Combat has ended. Now that everybody has returned back to normal, you no longer feel the pressure to continue singing. Go ahead, Suaka.
I will gently let Tiberius down under the ground.
So can I just go ahead and start healing people, or no?
Here. Let's go ahead.
Is it freedom?
Jad, you go ahead. I'm going to return you. Hold on. I'm going to return you back
Let's
to.
say, could I try and pick the lock? Oh.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Roll this. All right. Jad, you return to your companions. You all start checking each other. Make sure that everybody's okay.
The others are safe downstairs.
As everyone comes to their senses, you notice Galeby appears in the doorway, blood spattered on her face and down the front of her clothes. She's shaking with wide eyes and holding a large square book that has blood on the corner of the metal spine. She looks at you, shaking, saying, I had to stop her.
Oh, who did you have to stop?
Crinkle lunged at me. I had to stop her. And the only thing that I could find was this.
I'm gonna go up, slowly remove the book from her hand, take her hand. It's okay. We all did things we're not proud of. You were under control. She wasn't under control. It's okay. You had to defend yourself.
She had this crazed look in her eyes, and she was mouthing something, but it looked to be the same rhyme that you guys were saying, but she couldn't say anything. You look down at the book and you see she was holding Shemshime's bedtime rhyme.
I'm gonna grab the book and throw it like on this table right here.
Let's get you cleaned up, child.
And while they're tending to Galeby, I'm going to, I believe, wasn't Ebder lying on the ground over here? Going
Yes.
to go over here and to check on him, see if he's awake.
Ebder is still out cold.
Can I try and wake him up?
There's nothing that you can do. He was terrified. You can try all you want. He does not react.
Yeah. Then I just lay him back on the ground. Good night, sweet prince, and walk away.
Second. Oh. And Suwaki,
Hey.
really quickly, the book that you were holding in your hands was that.
Jade, flip to the last page.
All right, I'm gonna lay the book down, and that writing on the front, it says Shemshime's funtime rhymes.
Yes.
Bedtime rhymes.
Yes. The writing on the front says Shemshime's bedtime rhyme. You notice that the spine is damaged. The metal spine is damaged and has blood on the corner of it.
Can I do like some kind of a investigation on it to see like what kind of magic it is, or if it's like a binding spell, or what's going on with the book exactly?
Go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
Straight intelligence.
Yep. It's a straight intelligence check.
Like a check or a save throw?
Check.
It's like Arcana. Investigation.
With a 6, you can't tell what the problem is, but you do notice that you can open the book.
Okay. Yeah, I will, with my whip in one hand, my other hand, I will open the book.
All right. You go ahead and you set the book on the table. You open it. Grab this art hand. Oh,
I don't
Hey.
feel good about this.
Go to the last page. We must see the
you
last
notice that it's not a normal book. It's a pop-up book.
rhyme. Oh.
You notice
Okay. Shemshime, the dog bit the hand. There's Shemshime.
you
Feet
notice the 3 verses. Look. All right, but you notice that it's a pop-up book, and as you open it, it starts playing music, which happens to be what you've heard in your head this entire time. You hear it reciting the rhyme. As you get towards the end, towards what you've seen so far written on the wall, you notice it skips and starts back over, as if there is something left, but it's broken and you can't quite figure out what the issue is.
You here good with fixing things? I'll say it really loudly to everybody.
So we've got
Would
the dog biting the
do
hand, the husband losing the feet, the
Anyone know mending?
I do have mending actually. Would mending apply to fixing this book?
Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
Let's do Arcana, since I'm proficient.
With an 18, it reveals the problem. You notice that the music box is damaged inside of it and needs to be repaired. You can fix it with normal jeweler's tools or tinkerer's tools, which happen to be in the rooms just to the north.
I report to the group my findings and tell them let's head north.
Here, I'll go get the tools and bring them here.
Thank you, John.
I'm gonna close the book until he gets back.
I actually apologize. It's the book to the south.
yeah.
John, just kidding.
Okay.
The one
That's-
to the south is where we were repairing.
You remember,
Yeah, I
to
was
the
like, I guess
south
I've heard of
was the bindery. It
Hey,
Yeah.
buddy.
It held the
Hey, buddy.
leather bits, wood shavings, and paper scraps that litter the floor near a large workbench. Tools and contraptions are organized neatly around a handful of books in different states of disrepair. So that has the desk and everything that you would need to repair the book.
As I'm walking down toward it, do I see Varney?
Varnier comes stepping up down from the lower level, holding her head, saying, "What happened?
Oh.
Is
Going to
everybody
rush over.
okay?"
Varney, we need you to repair this book quickly.
I'd love to give it a shot, but my head is still killing me right now. I don't think that I could do anything to help. During Wes's intelligence check, he noticed with the tools at his disposal, he would in fact be able to repair the book. He doesn't need any other help.
Okay. Then, with Wes being so confident, I will go get the tools from the bindery and come back to the desk.
As he's doing that, I go to Tiberius and I say, "Hey, buddy, how about a little TLC to these whip lashes?" And I think Jod poked me a little bit.
Certainly. We're gonna do
It's but a flesh wound.
we're gonna throw out level 2 healing spirit. Does that work?
All right, let me check.
Terrible
Until the
healer.
spell
Oh.
ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time on a turn or starts a turn there, you can use the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to that creature. No action required. Let's see.
Well, half of those whiplashes are healed.
Well, I was going to say,
This
so
lasts up to 1 minute, so if you wanted to continue to walk through it, you could.
well, I think it's if you start your turn as well. So if we're all around the table working on the book,
You could
If we
set the
take-
healing spirit right in the middle of the table, essentially.
Yeah.
So go
I
ahead
was
and
just
heal
trying to
back
heal
up to
everybody at
full.
once.
Go ahead.
Come have
I
a
got
seat.
another spell I can cast. But
Come have a
But-
seat
trying to do the
before
most
we
effective.
levitate you, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, John, let me get those tools, buddy. I hold my
mean,
hand out.
if we
All
do
right.
it across 10 turns, that would be 20. If it takes up to a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump
Um,
in a couple times.
do you want me to roll another skill
All
check
right. Hold
for
on.
these tools?
All right. So hold on 1 second, Jake. So, all right. So we've got everybody healed up. So everybody go ahead and heal back to full. Jake, are you ready to go ahead and start repairing the book?
Yes.
All right. So Wes is sitting at the table. Wes, in your head, you hear something. You hear the tune start playing in your head. Go ahead.
Can I tell Galeby to go hide in her father's office?
Yes. Galeby looks at you and says, okay. So Galeby runs. All right. Tiberius will go ahead and move you over to the table as well. Varnir is standing nearby. And Ebder is right there. All right. You start hearing whispering in your head as you begin attempting to repair the book.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll me a dex check. All right. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence saving throw. All right, perfect. You save. All right, we'll go ahead and start over. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check. With a 13, fail again. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check. With a 17, you save. You do hear the whispers, but it's not hurting your head. Go ahead and roll me a dex check. With a 7, you do not
This isn't fun.
repair the book. You're trying to... So you've got the cylinder out, and it's the
Mhm.
cylinder that has the little tines on the outside of it for the musical notes,
Yeah.
just like an automatic piano.
Mhm.
That's what you're trying to repair. So you keep slipping as you go to repair the bent pins. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check. With a 15, you save. All right. You go ahead and begin trying to repair the tines again. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check. Your fingers
Aaron,
aren't
the
so
thing about
nimbly
+6
bimbly.
to you.
Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check. With an 18, you save again.
And
Would you like to
61.
request help on repairing the tines from any of the other heroes in the room?
No one
Someone
help. No one help him. He's got this.
No, I'm gonna stay in the game. Actually.
All
I'm just
right.
gonna-
All right. You're focused. You're trying. You're really determined. You're bound and
I'm
determined.
gonna be like real twitchy when I kind of do it, but
Does
staying in it.
all right. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check again. With a 16, you get the first tine in place. You straighten it out with the tools. Go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
There it is.
With a fail, you notice that you have a sharpening pain in your head as you hear the whispers pierce through your brain, taking...
You okay there, Wes?
I'll be fine.
As you notice, the pain was more than just in your head.
Whoa. Jesus, I'm not okay.
You have your head in both hands. You shake it off as you start to bleed from your nose.
Would you like to switch out?
No. I'm staying in it. Tiberius.
All
I
right.
may need a little bit of assistance momentarily.
You go to repair the next pin. Roll a dex check. With a 1, you do not repair it. Roll me an intelligence check as you hear the whispers begin again.
Oh boy.
As you notice the whispers pierce through your mind again. Taking. So you notice that, again, this one was not in your head. Not just in your head. Now
Tiberius.
you see blood gushing from your nose. And your
Tiberius,
eyes are
I need a
starting to
hand.
glaze over as you're holding your head in both hands.
So then I cast Healing Word.
I want to go over and touch him.
Yeah, give me Cure Wounds instead.
What's that?
Cure
I want
Wounds.
to touch him.
It'll
I
be
don't have-
more.
I don't think I have Cure One, do I?
Cure
Oh,
wound.
God.
Cure Wound?
It's a level 1 spell.
Let me check
No?
your spells.
I have Spare the Dying.
Healing
That might come in
word.
handy in a moment.
Bless. Grim
I
Sight.
have
Find
Bless.
familiar.
I have Healing Word.
Nope. No cure
Would
wounds.
Bless actually apply to my skill checks? Or no, that's on attacks, isn't it?
He's a druid. That's why he doesn't have cure wounds.
Yeah.
Check.
No, Druids can get Cure Wounds.
I'm pretty
But
sure.
he just
They have to
yeah.
skill into it. Let's see. Bless up to 3
Yeah.
creatures of your choice. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw, you can. It's not a saving throw. So
Yeah.
Bless would not help.
I mean,
you.
the intelligence are.
Yes, the intelligence checks are. They're a saving throw. So Tiberius
me know.
could bless you.
Let me know if you need to switch out, Wes.
I'm gonna need health more than anything.
All right, so Robert, go ahead and figure out really quick. So the healing spirit was supposed to be out for 1 minute. He began repairing the book. I do not know how long it took to get you guys back up to full health. How many turns did you say it would to get you guys back to full health?
Well, it's 10 turns, which would spread across 20. So it depends if he started as he put that healing spirit out. But I think Wes automatically just put himself to full, so I think we just hung out in the healing spirit and then he started.
Okay. So I would not say that the healing spirit is still up.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and continue forward as such.
I'm going to cast Find Familiar. And in the form of an octopus.
Okay.
Hey yo.
I'm intrigued.
I am as well, but
Why is it not on my thing? It's not here. I have it. Why is it not here?
let me see.
Did I not load it in?
So you're a druid, so let's see. It's probably not Find Familiar on this character. Let's see. Dying Shillelagh, Bless, Healing Word, Entangle Earth, Trick Question, Bless, Grim Siphon, Find Familiar. Level 1 spell. Conjuration 1 hour. Let's see.
It's in your spell list, not your attack and spellcasting.
Okay.
So, yes. So you have an octopus.
So when I go and I'm looking at core and I don't see it on my attacks and spellcasting.
It's in your spell sheet on the spells portion, not on your core portion.
If you go
Okay.
near the top under your name, race, alignment, you can switch from core to spells, and then it gives you a full list of your spells.
Let me close
Right, I've
some
got
of
the
these
full list
spells
here.
for you. Let's see.
So if I
Find-
just click on it though. There it goes.
There you go.
So I was going to use this octopus to
Here,
start
really
working on
quick.
the
How
book.
many level 1 spells have you used?
I think I only have Well, that
You had
was level.
4 total.
I haven't. Yeah, but I haven't used any because I was silenced. I used the level
It's true.
2 spell.
Healing spirit.
Yeah,
Spirit. Okay. So
this is my first level 1.
All right. So we'll put you at 3 level 1 slots remaining, and you have 2 level 2 slots remaining. A fixture
Right.
spell slots.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, so throw me an octopus.
Let me see.
You go up the gallery and just type in octopus, and then one will pop up.
That's what I am doing.
I wonder how an octopus would do on these intelligence saves.
That's why octopus are very intelligent and they have a lot of dexterity.
Are they intelligent? Let me see.
Yeah, in fact, they just got they're banning eating them in certain countries because they're intelligent.
I just meant like an actual stat block for an octopus. They have an intelligence of 3.
Give them a 5 modifier for intelligence.
Your octopus familiar is out. Where would you like it?
He's right next to the table next to the book.
Here, let me actually go ahead and give you control. Hold by Alabama Man. All right, there you go. You can move your familiar wherever you would like.
Okay, so I'm pretty much going to stay right here, and I'm going to have them throw the book to the octopus, or push the book to the octopus. And then we're going to start having the octopus work on the next prong.
I will step back and allow the octopus to, start working with the tools and everything.
Okay.
Never seen a creature like an octopus, so I'm super intrigued.
So the octopus is now ready to do some rolls, I guess.
Trying to
You're
figure
letting an
out
animal
what the
work on this?
spells are going to look like. All right, it rolls its own initiative. A familiar cannot attack, but it can take other actions as normal. Let's see.
And I can communicate with it telepathically. So I can tell it what to do.
I'm trying to look at the stat blocks of it.
I'm also deaf and blind to my own senses.
While you're looking through its eyes. You don't have to. You don't have to share senses with it.
It also means that I can't hear songs in my head, right?
Your octopus can.
Okay.
So you attack things as your octopus, which can attack.
Exactly.
Also, just because you're deaf doesn't mean you can't hear things in your head.
I was trying to be clever.
It doesn't tell me how much hit points an octopus has.
A familiar, if it gets hit, it disappears.
It's just one hit, but
Yeah.
I get a roll out of this and not have to worry about somebody dying.
What would the dex check be? His dex?
I mean, if we're using it off the octopus, the octopus has a dexterity of 15, so you just roll it and add a 2.
All right. Let's go ahead and roll a d20 dex check.
18.
So with an 18, it repairs the second tongue. What's his intelligence?
It's a negative 4. Or no, negative 5.
Negative 5?
No way.
No, it has to be 2 to get negative 5, so negative 4.
Negative
He's
4,
gonna
okay.
die.
He fixed the time, so you could just do
He
this
did
again.
fix the time, so
He did. With a 4,
and he's dead.
your familiar dies.
So I'm just going to grab the book and move
As
it
you
over.
heard, hold on. As you heard the screaming come through its head as you were sharing senses with your octopus,
Oh no!
it pained you. It did not hurt you physically, but you feel it in your soul. What happened to your octopus?
Okay.
You
Well,
did that.
We've
All
got
right,
two.
so
We
the
got two
second
prongs
time
fixed.
is
I don't know how
fixed.
many we got left.
All right, so
Anybody else
I'm
wanna-
going.
Would
Take a
anybody
shot.
else like to take over repairing the book?
Yeah, I'll work on repairing the book.
All right, go ahead and roll me a dexterity check. With a 20,
Nice.
you repair the third tine, the final tine. Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh, nice.
With a 25, you save. You hear the maddening whispers in your head, but they do not damage you. Well, they do. And you take...
They do.
Actually, I forgot to do this to...
Wait, even if you save, you still... Jesus.
The maddening whispers do
That makes sense.
not quite as much damage.
Yeah.
We'll leave that mistake with Wes. Wes did not die, luckily. He benefits from the DM's mistakes. So even though it damaged you, still trying to repair that, you repaired it. Right? Now that the music box is fixed, you finally hear the tune all the way to the end. So you see the first 3 scenes, and the final scene, as you roll through, you hear the final verse. See a daughter grinding grain, wish the spirit's time was through. Trap set for the shadow bane, her millstone killed it true. You see the final scene pop up. There's now a new scene popping up in the pop-up book. You see a dark shadow being crushed underneath a very large, heavy object raining down upon it. So a millstone. But in terms of this, a millstone is a gigantic stone that's super heavy. And into the middle of the room, you see a shadowy figure.
Oh, man.
Hold
I
on.
want to whip it.
I think we'd be better off finding the little girl. Where is she?
Wait a second.
I think she's dead.
Grindstone.
You notice in the center of the table stands the giant shadowy figure that you had seen being crushed under the large object in the book.
Oh, please give me top of initiative.
Varnier, seeing this, runs terrified from the room. Roll initiative.
Are you going to use combat tracker or have us roll?
I'm going to have you guys roll.
Okay.
I don't have combat tracker loaded in the API.
Can I say something as the thing appears?
Yes.
Break the chains of the book above.
Break the chains of the book above.
Grind under a millstone. Crush it.
All right.
Where is initiative?
It's right next to your armor class, above your hit points on your character sheet. It's in the middle. Near at the top. You just click on the word initiative. It's directly above your hit points.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me get. Oh, you know why? Because I'm back on court. Never mind. I see it.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Hey.
Great.
Break all of the
Fantastic.
chains. Crush it with the book.
Let go of the chains.
Because we can see the chains above us, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fire, long range attacks at the chains.
Okay. So I look up.
And get out of the way.
I look up at the chains.
Well, I think
Hold
Cade
on.
has...
Hold on. We're time out. I'm still
Oh, we
working
need to do more
on.
initiatives.
I
Yeah, you-
am working on getting everybody in order. So
Okay.
let's see.
All right, I had an idea. And it's not just
Doesn't
because I've been wanting to drop this book this whole time.
How do we grind the stone?
Okay,
It's
that
a
one.
stone book above us.
It's true. That's not a millstone.
Just my idea.
We begin the
I want to
combat.
find the little girl. I want to see what she drew.
She hasn't seen this part of the book.
The little
Who
girl
drew
drew
something?
the first 3 scenes, roughly.
She didn't draw the fourth one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't draw the 4th one. All right, we start off with Cade.
Yay! Save us, Cade.
So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to initiate my blade song. And then after my blade song starts, I'm going to whip at the figure, but also adding a booming blade to it. So using booming blade with my whip. So I'll roll my whip first to see if I hit.
All right.
And then I'll add on booming blade to that. Just 1d8 thunder.
Let me grab his character sheet. All right. Let's see. You notice that it does hit, but you notice it's not quite as effective. Almost as if he's sort of brushing the attack off.
Okay, attack and the booming blade, or just the
Both of them.
Okay.
It hits him, but he's not very fazed by it.
Okay. So yeah, so if it hits, if he moves on his next turn, he takes another d8 worth of damage.
Okay.
And then I will actually jump back and end my turn.
All right. We move to Tiberius, who's next in the turn order.
I'm
21.
going to go ahead and cast Bless
All right.
on all my teammates.
Which 3 do you bless?
Cade, Jod, and Wes. I'm going to exclude myself. And let me go back. Core. There's Bless. One of those things is not there again. Files. Bless. Cast it. No, I didn't cast it. Why isn't I casting?
I'm not sure, but I'm putting it on them.
Okay.
And did you roll for your healing spell on Wes earlier?
How do I thought I hit. I mean, I
did.
hit. Okay, I did.
Which?
Okay.
All right. Let me go back and find out.
I didn't see it.
When you said healing word, I could have. Oh wait.
I thought I put a healing spirit up. What do I need to roll for?
That
Oh
was
no.
earlier. The
I'm
healing
just seeing
spirit
the
had gone
healings.
away.
You
He
did
didn't,
find
yeah.
familiar instead, remember?
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
actually heal him. He used find familiar.
Okay.
Healing word is a bonus action, but you can do 2 spells actually. So.
Okay, so I do that, and then I step.
Really quick.
Yeah.
As you go to cast Bless, go ahead and roll me a Constitution check. As you feel the
God.
urge to sing coming over you.
Oh God. Constitution check
Okay.
incoming.
With a 15, you save.
Yay! All right, so
Edit the name.
I would like to move just a little bit back here,
Okay.
and that ends my turn.
As we move on to Jad.
Just editing this real quick. I don't actually have an attack for my Psychic Blade, so I had to make one real quick. So, with them all around and the creature in front of me, I'm going to look up at the chains holding the book, and I'm going to bring out one of my Psychic Blades in my hand and throw it up at the chain.
All right. Go ahead and roll me an attack.
Roll the attack?
Yep.
Okay.
And as you look up, you notice that they're, 30, so they're about 50 feet away from you.
Okay, so it would be at 50 feet, so what's the range on it?
Regardless, you miss.
It is normal range of 60. Oh, that wasn't the roll. That was before on accident.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Psychic Blades have 60 feet is normal.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll your attack with the Psychic Blade. With a 13, you miss. You do not hit the chain.
So I haven't edited this one. As a bonus action, I can throw a slightly smaller Psychic Blade.
All right, go ahead and throw it.
That would just be a regular dagger I'll use for it.
That shows 20 and 60 feet.
I haven't made one for the smaller Psychic Blade yet, but the Psychic Blades have 60 feet total.
60 feet normal? Because it shows 20 and 60 on the Psychic Blade for some reason.
Yeah, I haven't edited that yet. I had to put daggers in and start editing them. Yeah, it has a normal range of 60 feet and no long range.
All right. With a 23 to attack, you hit one of the chains, breaking one of the chains. The other two look to be straining under the immense weight of the book. They're not broken, but you notice it dips a little lower.
And I will, staying near him, stay directly in front of the creature. And end my turn.
It looks... You notice that Shemshime stares directly at you, focused on you.
Bring it on.
Second. You hear a whisper in your head. We'll go ahead and use this. He stares at you intently. And you hear whispering in your head. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. And then plus the D4 from the bless. So
Yes.
do that here. Oh, I didn't do that for the attack roll earlier. Dang it. Oh well.
It wouldn't have saved you.
Well, a D4 up to, yeah, a 17 might not have. That's fine. And then, what's this? Oh, okay.
With a 16, you save.
So I take, 10 damage?
Yes, you only take 10 damage.
Okay.
As we move on to Wes's turn.
All right. only 2 chains, you said, right?
There are 2 chains left above you, yes.
I'm going to move back about 10 feet. And I'm going to fire magic missiles at level 2. I'm going to direct 2 missiles each, or 2 missiles at each chain. Do you want me to roll it individually, or can I roll all of them, each dart individually?
As you're sitting that far back, you do not have line of sight on them above you. As you notice, pretty much your only real window is right here, right next to the table. You'd have to be looking pretty much straight up because they're 50 feet straight up, and there's only that small opening into the first floor.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
You've got to be
I'll move
right
back to
underneath
where
of them.
it was originally. So now I have sight on it, right?
Yes, now you have sight on it. They're about 50 feet above you.
All right. I will pew, 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 pew.
You said 2 at each?
Yes.
All right. As you hear the chains break. Hold on 1 second.
Was Jad's idea a good idea? And am I also going to die?
Let's hope not.
Self-sacrifice.
And the only one that's left alive is Tiberius.
I'm already dead. It's okay.
I can bring you back.
As
No
you,
shade.
as you look upon Shemshime, he stares straight up as the very large stone sculpture above him starts crashing down towards him. You notice he teleports out of the way at the last second as the book comes crashing down. He teleports down beside the table, still staring at Jad.
Yeah. Wait, was Shemshime's bedtime rhyme still on the table?
The book is destroyed. Shemshime is still standing in front of you.
Interesting.
Let's kill it. We gotta kill it.
Wes, is that the end of your turn?
Let's give Jad and Shemshine a little space with my 10 feet of movement left.
All right. You move back 10 feet.
That's my turn.
All right. We move back to the beginning of the turn order with Cade.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cast Black Ribbons at Shemshime. I'm gonna cast it like here, so he's like just in the corner of it.
Okay. $20-foot cube. Where did you say you were putting it?
I'm putting it right.
Guys, I'll be right back. My daughter's crying home.
Okay.
Play my turn if I'm not.
Like right here.
Okay. Here, let me... Let's do this, see what happens. 20-foot cube.
Okay, so it's only 4 squares.
Should be 4 squares by 4 squares, right? On the cube? So about like that.
Perfect.
All right, cool. So that inside of that
It
box
just
is
says 20
difficult
foot
terrain.
cube, so wouldn't it just be that 20-foot diameter
Technically, that would be
or
this, and then
radius?
20 feet straight up would be 20 feet cubed. It's 20 feet X, 20 feet Y, 20 feet Z for 20 foot cubed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right at this point right here.
All right. Cool. So does that box look good?
Yep, that's perfect.
Right. Cool. All right. Does that end your turn?
He's got to make a... Oh, it ends his turn.
Yeah, he has to end his turn there.
Yep, that is my turn.
All right. We move on to Tiberius, who is away at the... Did he say to play his turn or wait till he got back?
He said play his turn if he's not back.
I'll let one of you guys decide what the druid does.
By chance, does he know entangle?
Check. That. Oh, I'm still on draw.
He's still drawing, yeah.
Yeah. Switch. Wow, I drew a bunch of shapes. Let me go ahead and fix that real quick. I'm a horrible DM.
You're fine.
All right, let's see. Let's see if he knows entangle.
Think now.
He does. He knows entangle. 20-foot square starting from the point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground into an area. So...
Well, down on keeping him there.
Creature in the area, when you cast a spell, must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. Creature restrained by the plants can use this action to make a strength check. Okay. Right, so we'll just call same area, right?
Yeah.
So we'll roll that normally.
Yeah.
Chosen. So he rolled a nat 20 on that. So with an 18, he saves. He is not restrained. It stays as difficult terrain for everybody who enters it.
Is it double difficult terrain since there's two things there?
I mean, I've never seen difficult terrain stack.
Same.
Yeah, so
Extremely
we'll just call it
difficult.
extremely difficult terrain. But same
Let's be
movement.
pioneers. Let's be the first ones to do it.
I know, right? And then we'll go
Yeah.
ahead and move Tiberius a little out of the way since he's a healer. All right, and we'll go ahead and move on to Jad.
I gotta stick with this idea. What are the just glancing really quickly? How big are the bookshelves?
The
Again?
bookshelves. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. We'll call this a free action.
Okay. Just like looking over at it.
With a 14, you notice that
Okay.
those bookshelves look extremely heavy. They're 10 feet tall, and if you give them a good solid shove, they could come toppling over.
Crushed by a grindstone. I'm going to cunning action disengage
Okay.
as a bonus action. 3, 4. Move directly here. and while running, throw my body against this bookshelf.
Go ahead
Behind
and give
Shemshime.
me an athletics check.
Not my best thing, but
With a 6, throwing all of your body weight into it, you notice that it picks up, but it does not quite fall over.
Huh.
You need to give it a little bit more oomph.
Well, that will have to end my turn then.
And
Which means I end in the black ribbons.
go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw.
That I'm a bit better at.
You save. Once it cannot be restrained again by these black ribbons, but it's still affected by difficult terrain. So you're not restrained by the black ribbons, but
Cool.
it is difficult terrain. All right. Does that end Jod's turn?
That ends Jod's turn.
You notice, for those of you looking on, as you see Shemshime dissipate. Shemshime reappears next to Jod.
Huh. You're a nimble one.
He looks down at you.
I'm sorry to interrupt. This blue square is the entangle or the black ribbons?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
with a 9, he does not hit. You notice as he is focused on you. And that ends Shemshine's turn. We move on to Wes.
Shemshime. How tall is the table?
The table, it's about waist height. Nothing too crazy. A little bit above.
So I can
Enough for you to sit
jump on it
comfortably
and it would still be 5 feet of movement.
You would, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of vault onto the table. I probably don't. Do I have sight of Shemshime from right here?
No.
5, 6.
Now you do.
Tiberius, get ready to play medic.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go ahead and blast magic missiles at level 2 at Shemshime's back and try to get him to bugger off of Wes. Or off of the other dude. Job. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 for level 2. Okay. And that is my last level 2 spell.
You notice
That's all my
4.
movement.
You notice all 4 bolts hit Shemshime. 6, 8, 13 damage.
Doing full damage.
Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Yes. You notice that they land solidly.
Nice. That'll end my turn. That's all my movement stuff.
All right. We'll now move back to the top of the order with Cade.
All right. Well, after seeing that happen, I'm gonna run towards Shemshines with a lot of movement since I have a bunch of it, and I'm gonna whip him.
All right. Go ahead and roll attack.
With a booming blade whip. All right. So here's the attack roll.
With a 19, you hit.
Adding in the booming blade to that.
With a 24, you hit. You notice that it doesn't quite have the oomph that you would like it to.
That's some, right?
It does. It affects him, but it sort of still phases through him a little bit.
All right, and then I will actually just drop concentration on the ribbons.
All right. The ribbons fall away, and we still have the rough terrain down from the entangle.
That's my turn.
All right. And we will move on to Tiberius.
Okay. So what did I do on the last turn?
Your last turn, you cast Entangle to try and kind of keep him in the same place. So you cast Entangle on him, but he rolled out of it. So he saved. So it's still rough terrain down, but you can drop the concentration if you wanted to. But yeah,
No,
and
I'm
you
gonna
moved
drop-
kind of back because you were a healer.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna move this line of sight. Sorry, my mouse isn't working great because it's a razor. And I guess it's gonna be like my last cast. We'll just see what happens. I'm gonna cast Earth Tremor, and I'm gonna put it right on top of him,
All right.
and I'm gonna do it as a level 2.
All right. See. Let's see the spell description. Range 10 feet. You would not be able to reach him.
I wouldn't be. I got to get in close to him. Oh shoot! I didn't even think about that. Hey, so I guess that's not a good idea. Hold on. All right, I'm casting Grim Siphon.
All right.
$30 feet. Am I not close enough? I think I need
Oh,
to be
you
in
are.
range.
Oh,
5,
you're good to
10,
go.
50, 20, 25 feet.
Yeah, no, you're good to go. Go ahead and roll me because it does have a vocal component. Go ahead and roll me a concentration save
Oh, great.
or Constitution.
Constitution. Hold on. Hold on. What you got? Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Where did I go? Ooh. And Constitution's there. Did I roll?
Yep.
Yes, I did.
With a 7, you're not able to get the spell off.
Good grief.
So, but you didn't waste a spell slot, so. And it was
Okay.
1 damage, so you saved yourself a spell
That's pretty
slot.
much my turn then.
All right, cool.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, we'll go ahead and move on to Jad.
All right, Jad, sticking with his idea, but he is going to cunning action, disengage,
All right, you disengage.
and that's difficult terrain. Would we say this is, since it's a little more than half the square, enough to run around Shemshime?
Let's see. So you've got.
To move to this square?
Yeah, I could say. I'd say you get through him.
Okay.
Yeah, you can kind of skirt around him a little bit.
Back up, and as I'm
Here, roll me an
running past,
roll me a dex check.
2.
You clumsily get by him. All right.
Okay. And as I get by, I turn and throw a psychic dagger at him. But no one's near him, so no sneak attack. So just plain old psychic dagger.
Go ahead and roll your d4.
Oh yeah. Thank you, bless.
With a 1 on that, you miss.
A 12.
You do not hit him with your psychic blade.
I'm going to run. So 2, 3, 4, 5, Sick. And then my turn there.
All right. Shemshime is going to look over at Cade and Wes.
Bring it, you scaly bastard.
Cade and Wes, roll me a wisdom saving throw. Cade and Wes,
we get
also
add our bless
be
to that,
sure to
right?
roll your blesses. Yes.
You said wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw, yep.
Psychic damage. Okay.
Les can't save either of those.
Nope. I'm dead. The average is literally like I had 6 HP left.
Neither of you save. Both of you take 7 damage.
Ouch.
Ah.
Wes falls unconscious to the floor. Cade, noticing with a whisper of violence in his head, he is forced to take a weapon swing at Wes as he's collapsing. Go ahead and roll me a weapon attack.
Wow, rude.
No, I refuse. I refuse.
It's with you attacking me, dude. Oh, I'm dead. I can't even talk.
I don't make these choices.
Do not. Don't crit. Okay.
I know, right? Do not nat 20. And your AC is what, a 14, Wes?
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
Cast shield. No, I'm playing. I can't even.
With 7 damage, with that attack, you take 1 failure on your saving throws.
Let me add that fail.
All right. And you see Shemshime dissipate and reappear toward Jad. As we move on to Wes's turn. Wes, go ahead and roll your first saving throw. Second saving throw,
Yeah.
technically.
Gross.
Man, you despair this man.
With a 7, you take your second failure. All right, we moved back to the top of the order with Cade.
Trader.
go up to Wes. I'm going to try to stabilize him.
All right. Would you like to stabilize him with a medicine check, or do you have healing spells?
I don't have healing spells, so with the medicine check.
Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Okay, perfect. Scary spice.
With a 6, you do not stabilize.
All right, that's
That doesn't count toward my death save, does it?
It
Or
does
is that
not.
only when
No.
I nat ones?
That was a nat 1. That was because it was a nat 1.
At
Wow.
one time.
You suck at medicine.
Not my forte.
Who was it that rolled a... I forget who
It
it
was
was.
Jake. Jake medicined Bradley.
Yeah.
And rolled a nat 1, so I had him choke him out with a tourniquet to the neck.
Is this how this works? Oh, damn. I just popped his head off.
Just grab the
Yeah,
pillow
my
and...
ending is suffering.
I'll heal him. I'll heal him. He'll never hurt again.
Never.
I got this.
All right, Cade, that was 5 feet of movement, and you use your action to try and stabilize Wes unsuccessfully. And does that end your turn? Or would you like to continue?
My turn.
All right. All right, we will move on to Tiberius.
Tiberius. All right.
You notice
So
that Wes is fallen in front of you. If Wes fails one more saving throw, he dies permanently.
Permanently?
Permanently.
He's all the way dead.
Okay.
Which is
Okay.
hard to do in 5e.
It really is, but
Wes is doing great at it.
Yeah.
somehow Robert's killed a lot of us.
I don't know what
Okay.
you're talking about. You've killed yourselves.
But you could use a healing spell and bring him back, which would automatically bring him back. He'd be prone, but he'd be back in the fight. Or you could stabilize him with a medicine check. It's up to you. Or you could stabilize him with Spare the Dying, which would not bring him back into the fight. It just stabilizes him.
My
Yeah, you
HP
can't-
would be 0, basically.
You can't spare the dying spam him.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're-
So
No zombie
Mark.
tanks.
no zombie tanks. Okay. So I mean, I'll just do healing word.
All right, cool. Go ahead and roll a healing word. What level did you want to cast it at?
Gonna ask me. So I did that one on 2. Just I think this will be my, because I have 2 left on.
Your
my
spell
level
slots are
2.
accurate on your spell sheet, by the way. There's a
Okay.
little up and down arrow next to them. So if you
Okay.
cast level 2, you can just subtract 1.
So this is gonna be another level 2. That one goes. So I need to take
So that's 7.
level 2.
You did 7 healing back to Wes.
We suck
Wes
at
is
healing.
alive.
Eh,
All right. And then
We'll bring Wes back with 1 hit point.
I appreciate you.
yeah, I'm gonna stay put. And then that's gonna end my turn.
All right.
Go
You know
back
what? We'll
to-
bring him back with 7.
Thank you.
I don't think that we should have to heal all the damage to bring him back. That's just my opinion. We'll just bring him back with 7 health.
Where is my spell?
Because otherwise, healing is severely gimped in 5e. Like 2 gimped.
When a Bahir sneaks up behind your healer and
Let's not
strikes him.
talk about that. Let's not talk about all the times they'll left a healer alone. Now I make unkillable healers.
Do you, though?
All right.
at a challenge.
I've got 1.
That sounds like a challenge.
I've got 2 level 1s left and 1 level 2.
All right.
Who next?
Does that end your turn, Tiberius, or did you want
That
to
ends
move?
my turn.
Okay.
I don't think I dare not do anything else. Do I need to do a Constitution check?
No, we'll just leave that as it is.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and move over to Jad.
My last roll. Yeah, this is a good time to do it. Jad is going to move down to 2, 3, and going to cunning action, disengage, like a rogue always does.
All right.
Move here, and again, while sprinting, throwing my body into the bookshelf to push it over at Shemshime.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Watch this thing.
With an
Yay.
18, in a last-ditch effort, you throw everything you have into the bookshelf itself as it slowly starts to topple down onto Shemshime.
And he fades away.
He does not move out of the way as the bookshelf
Yeah.
crumbles onto Shemshime. You see his spirit as the bookshelf crashes to the floor. You see his spirit start to dissipate, and it moves into a book, the closest book, slamming shut.
Jad turns toward his party. I'm the little girl in the book.
You no longer
A little
hear.
girl.
You no longer hear any of the cues to begin singing. You no longer hear it in your head. You feel that the presence has been dissipated. The evil in the area has been dissipated. You feel a strong sense of relief as you hear coughing. You see Ebder turn the corner, coughing, stumbling, struggling to stay up. As he doubles over in pain over at the table, coughing, asking what happened. As you see Varnir and Galeby run out to aid him. Galeby crying, hugging her father. Ebder crying, hugging his daughter. Varnir is looking on in solace as she watches the scene unfold before her, as she feels the evil presence leave the area. She looks on to you as you all start to make your way through the bookcases towards the table to see the scene unfolding in front of you. As your hearts are warmed, Varnir looks at you and says, "Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for ridding us of this evil. Please, thank you. Oh my God. We're not going to charge you for any stays. You don't have to stay here if you would like. You can stay anywhere else in Candlekeep. But thank you so much for ridding us of this curse." As you see Varnir run off to go up to the top floor, you hear her put the key in the lock, release it, and she comes back down and looks at you and lets you know that she has let all of the Avowed know in Candlekeep that the curse is over, that you no longer have to be isolated. She has ended the spell on the area, so you guys can now leave if you would like. But she looks at you and says, "Travelers, before you leave, as a thank you, please accept this." As she hands your party one bag of holding. Who would like to take the bag of holding?
I'll snatch it real quick. Just
Damn you.
being the quick little rabbit that I am.
Suwaki snatches, or I'm sorry, Cade Lightfoot snatches the bag of holding. As he starts running towards the entrance playfully, you see Wes chasing him, yelling to come back. As your party makes its way back to the surface, chasing Wes and Cade, after the bag of holding, as Cade continues to sprint ahead of your party, the book that Shemshime had appeared back into turns back into Shemshime's bedtime rhyme. As a new scene is added, Shemshime is floating in the air as Wes is grabbing his throat and reaching up towards the ceiling as he's on his back, as Shemshime is lording over him with his hand raised, killing him. Is the new scene
Killing
of the
me?
book. Yes, because he killed you. So you're just the new scene in the book. You're not dead,
Oh, okay.
but
I
you
was confused.
there's now a fifth scene in the book, which is him killing you. There is now
So if
also
Tiberius
a
stays
sixth
behind
scene.
and breaks the book again, we can do another scene.
There is also a sixth scene. Jad running, jumping into the side of the shelf with all of his body weight as it's falling down on Shemshime as his spirit starts to fade. As you have now become part of the legend of Candlekeep, Firefly Cellar. You have left your impression on Shemshime and his bedtime rhyme. As this ends Shemshime's bedtime rhyme.
Oh,
Good job, guys. That was
it
good.
was a good game.
That was a good one.
I was worthless. Tiberius goes into the corner and closes his eyes and sleeps forever, never to be played with again.
Well, now you know that stat dumps going -5 into any one stat is probably a bad idea. as a
Well, it just
modifier.
happened to be the worst possible idea for this.
You also have standard array and point buy as well, which are also methods. So you don't have to roll going forward. But we'll go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, heroes, for ridding the Firefly Cellar of Shemshime and his curse. We will see y'all next week. When are we playing next for the stream? This Sunday?
Well, we're playing Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday.
So, all right. So next Tuesday, what's that? The 2nd, so the 7th?
The 7th.
Yes, the 7th. We will be playing the Festival of Horrors.
The Festival of Horrors.
Horrors.
Horrors. For those watching at home playing
Although
the
the
home
other
game.
one, the other one,
Might also-
All right, we'll go ahead and end it there. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
Love it.